Greetings everyone, BJ Weller back with you for, I'm pretty certain this time, episode 68 of the Elonian Adventures. Got a little confused our last couple of episodes, trying to figure out which one was which, how many I did. I ended up getting it wrong. I said episode 6, what is, I guess I should say, episode 67. I thought was episode 66. So we had a little mishap with the numbering, but we're back on track. This is definitely episode 68. And let's see where we're at here. The remains of Salaha is where we left off here. Doing some menial tasks for Palawa Joko and all that good stuff. So let's see. Add our heroes in today because I'm not live streaming this. I couldn't, just don't have the energy. Couldn't get that kind of stuff live stream going. Too many other stuff going, other things going on, unfortunately. So I cut my usual Monday massively multi-playing live stream a little short, but I certainly wanted to get at least an episode or two done. Well, an episode done today. I'll probably do a couple more episodes this week where I'll just record some episodes. Try to get back on track here, as it were. I don't have, that's right. All right, so we're going to need, we want Master of Whispers. I think we want Master of Whispers. Yes, okay. Who else do we want? We can just bring General Morgan with us, I guess. Do I have him set up for anything? Let's see. No, I don't have Morgan set up. Dankoro, Talkara. You know what? Let's bring Hannah because I do want a third healer. We got our two. We got Farazan. And Zafarin, our other Guild Wars Adventures heroes with us. And let's see, we can pick one more. We got our healers, our minion master. They're really the key. So, you know what I need? Oh, I don't have. I mean, he's an elementalist. Zed's an elementalist. Do I have Zed set up? Do I want to go with Zed or do I want to go with Jin? Well, you know, I already got a ranger with Zarafin, so we'll go with Zed. We'll bring Zed along with us. Oh, you know what, Zed? We want you on guard here. There we go. Make sure Zed's all set up here. It's been so long since I've had to use any of my own heroes. We've usually been rolling along with Cat's heroes here. Yep, so we're all good. We're fine. Alright. So let's see what we're doing here. First things first, I think we shall inform Palawa Joko about the Great Morganite Temple in the Sulfurous Wastes. Okay. I think that, well, we'll see. We got to collect 10 Hecate legs. That's in the alkali pan. Keep destroying graven monoliths, strange bedfellows, alkali pan, sticks and stones. We do have to finish exploring the Sulfurous Wastes, maybe do the dynastic tombs again, see if I can get a little bit more explored of that. But the key here is the Horde of Darkness, because we need, and that's the Shattered Ravines. Alright, we'll see. So that's the one I need. I need to get the elite for a siege worm here. In the meantime, let's go ahead in the Bone Palace and talk to Palawa. See if this actually starts the quest, or it's just something we can complete here real quick. Show of force. The Morganites are using the temple to focus Abaddon's power to activate more graven monoliths. Officer Loru can request all the troops she wants, but all my forces are occupied elsewhere. Let's go back to this temple to destroy those shrines and eliminate the Morganites. That is the only way we can keep them from overrunning us. Go back to the remains of Salaha and tell Officer Loru that I will send her whatever assistance I can, but you will have to be the main component of this assault. Of course. Of course. Okay, that's just the next step. Let's see what she has to say, and then we'll go out and explore a little bit of the sulfurous waste. I think we will save doing the master mission, although we shouldn't have too much of an issue with it. I don't remember what the mission entails, but I'd like to be able to save that till we do a live stream and we can have Kat join us. They sent a small contingent, but it seems that they have been commanded to follow only you. He has also sent a strange rune that will destroy the shrines to Abaddon. You must do is place it upon them. When you are ready, meet me in the sulfurous wastes, and I will release the slaves to you. Ah, okay. That's okay, because we're not coming out that way. I want to come out here and head down this way, because this is really the only bit that we need to explore for the sulfurous wastes. Temple of the Monoliths, of course, is way down here. Now, see, it looks like I might need... Looks like there's a little bit of fog there I didn't completely clear out, so we're probably going to have to head back that way too, which would be quicker out of the remains of Slaha. But let's do this section first, shall we? We shall. We shall indeed. Alright, let's go ahead. We can find the right place to go here. Yeah, it's just too much going on anymore in real life to really get a good live stream schedule going. Track season will be starting up in a couple weeks, so that'll pretty much kill our Fridays too. Our Friday evening. Well, maybe. Yeah. You know what? It probably will kill the Friday evening streams. I should still be able to do our weekly Stronghold Kingdoms for Extra Life streams, but yeah, the evening streams. Because by the time track practice is over and we get dinner going, it's it's pretty much going to be a moot point after that. I already had to cancel my Thursday and Saturday streams just because there's just, again, no time to get a decent length stream. At least for me, a minimum of 2 hours I call a decent length stream. There's simply no time to be able to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays while school is in session now. Once school gets out, during the summer at least, June, July, and August, or half of June, I guess I should say July and August. I should be able to get more streams on the schedule. It's less running around overall that I have to do at that point. Oh my god, there's bad guys all over the place. I want to try to avoid as much battling as I can here. I just really want to go get some exploration done, because we'll probably end up doing either going to Alkali Pan or more than likely the Shattered Ravines, so I can get this, finally get this elite for our worms here. Oh, riding the worm. Yeah, I must say, I mentioned this last episode, but it's... Yeah, once you get to this point in Nightfall in the game, some of the mechanics and stuff do wear... Oh, aggroed. Do kind of wear on you. Alright, they're done. Let's go before we aggro everybody. For the hit aggro range. Alright, there we go. That was nice, quick and easy. So now what we need to do is just break aggro. There we go. Get off off this way. That's really all we needed. I mean, that's... So I guess my next best option is to come out of the remains of Salaha here. Trying to see if I would be able to... We'd have to come up through this way. So it'd really depend on how much fighting we have to do. But yeah, it's and the worm riding is an interesting concept. Obviously there's a certain novelty to it the first time you do it, but here we are over 10 years later now, and it's like, oh, here we go. At the end of the day, it's still not mounted to travel or anything like that, but I guess at the time it was the best that ArenaNet could provide to us. Considering the game does lack a few mechanics that seem to be the norm in most MMOs, like jumping. Thank God there are no jumping puzzles, which of course they did add to Guild Wars 2. No mounts, no obviously no flight in the game. So we're gonna have to break here. Oh, manger goers. But after a while, it just gets, I guess it just becomes uninteresting. The worm mechanic. It's like, okay, you go through the mission to learn how to do it. You explores, you go through a couple of quests, explore a zone or two with them. It's like, oh, okay. Obviously there's the challenge mission that has it as well. Hey, look, a gold. But really after that, it's like, all right, we got to go into the worms again. Hey. Because it otherwise offers absolutely no other advantage, nothing else. I mean, if you're a spellcaster, you're still squishy, whether you're in a worm or not. There's no difference to some of that stuff. Much like some of the other specific mechanics in the game, like in, of course, the original Guild Wars, where you get where you ascend, so to speak. You go through the ascension missions, but it really doesn't do anything else. It's just part of the storyline to go through. But the armor infusion in particular, is a mechanic that is designed for a specific region for a specific purpose. It serves no other purpose outside of that. So once you've done it, it's like, oh, okay. And the same thing with some, each of the other campaigns here. There are specific things that are interesting on the outset, or a little different, that could offer further gameplay potential, but is, at the end of the day, it doesn't. At the end of the day, they just become gimmicks. They become a gimmick or a counter gimmick for one specific purpose. So it kind of loses some of its appeal after that. You see, we got to head out that way, so we should be good here. Oh, yeah, see, we cleared out a little bit there. Now, the one thing I did, at least with Eye of the North and the title tracks, and the even here, the Lightbringer track, It really doesn't do anything outside of Nightfall. But at least some of the titles, I guess I should say at least the Char title, specifically in Eye of the North. That is one thing that, again, it's designed specifically for Eye of the North, but if you go back to Tyria, you actually get some benefit out of it if you go back to the original Prophecies campaign, because it is Char specific, and it, at least in terms of some of the bonuses you get for fighting Char or killing Char, that's not campaign specific. Anytime you meet a Char, you'll get that bonus with that title. So at least that was one thing that sort of carried, that was designed for one specific purpose, but ended up carrying over to other parts of the game, which is nice. That title especially comes in handy if you're doing hard mode or anything like that against Char and Prophecies. It's an extra little bonus, an extra little neat little thing that you can do that you couldn't originally do in Prophecies. So, but unfortunately, there's too many of the gimmicks that don't carry over. All right, so good. Yeah. All right, Sulfurous Wastes are done. Like I said, we'll wait. We'll save the campaign, or save the master mission for later. So yeah, let's go ahead. I think what we're going to want to do is do that primary mission. Do the primary mission. Pardon me for that. My wonderful microphone here. All right, so let's go ahead to the Shattered Ravines. And so there is no, so we have to go out this way. Do I have the quest? Let's go ahead and do that. Thank you. Let's rock the rolls. Oh, not everybody got eaten. I was about to say, come on, everybody eating now. Oh my god, you guys, seriously? Alright, let's try again. Alright, we gotta get out first. I gotta redo this again. Let's see, and this is another one of the issues. Just sometimes, especially with heroes and henchmen, got a bit of an issue just getting into the worms. Unbelievable. Alright, here we go. Off we go. Standing guard. Thrall. You're a thrall, are you? Oh, thrall. Okay, so let's get a tunnel. We'll run our way past these guys. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, we do have to come up this way. Oh my god. Most to the point where I'm better off just making a dash for it. Let these guys aggro and I'll make the dash for it. If I can get up here before anybody dies. But Hannock's going. Yep, Hannock's going to be dead before I can get through the portal. Naturally. Alright, before anybody else dies, there we go. The Shattered Ravines. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Goes to the fleet. Priest up, right? Oh, yeah, kill some Argonauts. We'll get, yeah, some, yes. Right, bringer points. Yep, of course. Alright, well, we'll have more Margonites to slay here at least. Now let's see where this worm is way up there, so we'll head off this way. And I do believe there is an outpost up here in the Shattered Ravines as well. Oh god, here we go with the beetles. It is a beetle battle. There's some Argonauts to slay. No, we don't need no worms right now. We will need them later. Oh, the Dune Spider, eh? Alright then. Yeah. Just do Miss Abs. Oh, I'm a meanie now, even though I'm cooking you lunch. Okay. Guess I'm a meanie then. Even though I gave you a little stuffed pony. I guess I'll take the pony away, and then you'll see how mean I can be. Should I take Twilight Sparkle away? Oh, so I should take Twilight Sparkle away. Okay. Alright. I don't think you can you? I don't remember if you can actually get down there or not. I know where the worm is at is sort of in an area not unlike that, a little corridor in the valley. There we go. Okay. Balthazar! By the power of Balthazar! Get over here. Nope, just a sun spear ghost, so we're not going to be able to get anything from there. It's the monk-like spirits that give us the Lightbringer bounties. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're getting closer to the worm. We are getting closer to that worm. Amazing that there still is... Oh my god, my mouse again. Seriously? There we go. There still is some form of vegetation here. As gray as it may be. Yeah, and this, I guess it's another, because this part, you know, the sulfurous wastes here is really so reminiscent of post-searing Ascalon in the original game. This is just, I mean, obviously there's a stylistic reason and story reasons for the way the area looks, but you know, it's sort of, I mean, from the perspective of, you know, and the same thing with the Echo of Old Forest, you know, it's, you know, these three regions here, you know, post-searing in Ascalon, or post-searing in Prophecies, the Echo of Old Forest in Nightfall, or not in Factions. And then here, the you know, the desolation area is just very. There's just nothing to look at, really. I mean, you get your little, okay, there's the bones and that kind of stuff, but from a perspective of something that is eye-catching and exciting and that look, you know, something you have to look at as you're traveling through, you know, post-searing Ascalon Old Forest and the Desolation just have nothing. You know, they're very visually boring areas. And I think that's part of the problem that you have in each of those three areas. It's like, but you know, but once you get out of Post-Searing Ascalon, it's like, oh, thank God, you know, you go into the Shiver Peak Mountains, and you know, it's all snowy, but there's some very beautiful areas in the Shiver Peak Mountains. Again, you know, my favorite spot, Beacon's Perch. I just love going out there, just how, you know, just the way it looks. My God, are you kidding me? The way everything is set up. With the bridge going across, you know, what is the explorable zone area. It's just very nice. And then, of course, you know, you get the lushness of Kryta and the Maguma jungle. You know, very visually interesting areas to go through. You know, and then you get to Crystal Desert. Now, the Crystal Desert, of course, is a desert, so not as much, but comparatively speaking, at least the Crystal Desert is much more interesting. You know, it doesn't seem as dark or as dull or as drab as these other three areas. So even with the Crystal Desert, you know, going through the Crystal Desert is not as tedious from a visual standpoint. So I think that might be part of the problem here. You know, you get to this point in the game, like I said, you know, some of the mechanics, the you know, I don't want to say difficulty level, but yes, you know, some of the foes you have to fight here and that kind of stuff is just, oh my God, it's just a grind. It turns out to be a grind, and it's a grind without anything interesting to look at while you're doing it. I think that's really the biggest part of the problem here with you know, those three areas of the game. Now, at least with pre-Searing Ascalon, there's a lot of, or I should say post-Searing Ascalon, there's a lot of post-Searing Ascalon. You know, Tyria is a huge game, takes a long time to go through each of those areas. That's the way it was designed, but at least that was the early, you know, you had your tutorial section, pre-Searing Ascalon, very visually appealing. You get to post-Searing and it's like, ugh. You spend some time there, but at least it's in the early part of the game, you know, and it's only, in essence, you know, a relatively small portion of the game, comparatively speaking. All right, we're going to just aggro groups at a time here. So once you get through it, you know, it's like, okay. Now, it's not as bad as I would say the Old Forest, which is essentially a third of the game in factions, and this area here, which is essentially, you know, a good, probably at least quarter portion of the game. And the Realm of Torment. I mean, the Realm of Torment is the same thing, not very visually appealing. So you essentially have, once you get out of Abbey, that's it. The rest of the game is very visually unappealing. Where is the worm spore? There should be a worm spore around here, because we have to go down there. Oh, it's up there. Okay. She's the queen. Maybe, is she a boss? No, she's not a boss. Let's say for Minter, I thought she looked like she had an aura of a boss, but it isn't. She's not named. Which all bosses at this point are named in Factions and Nightfall. That could potentially be one of the reasons think maybe that we didn't revisit Nightfall as much as we did the other games. Not that... So far so good. 3 out of 3 with these chests. 3 gold items out of the 3 chests we hit so far. And maybe that's part of the reason why it's you know, I don't remember Nightfall as much as I do the stuff we did in Factions. Was a very short campaign, so you know, not as much going on in Factions, so it was easier to remember that kind of stuff for that reason. And at least Prophecies was just so huge and just so there lots of stuff to do, but you know, it was all, you know, you had all sorts, the environment and everything made it just more memorable than a lot of Nightfall here. Alright, let's go get this worm. I gotta get out of here. I am quickly dying here. Oh boy. Yep. There we go. Of course. That was inevitable. Oh, there are no enemies in the area. Okay. That's why I didn't heal up. I was trying to figure out, okay, I thought that was the heal skill. Apparently it wasn't. Well, it is, but under conditions there. Yes, see, so we can actually go down. We may be able to go down that corridor. Let me check the map here. No, maybe not. Okay, because there is no other connection to it, is there? No. Alright. But we can at least go get this elite skill. Hey! Up 5. And of course, they won't do Junundu tunnel on their own. Uh-oh, desert worm, of course. See here, it's like even trying to follow along with the action here is just impossible in these worms. Alright, let's head on up into the nest here, eh? Uh-oh. everybody heal up, please. Thank you. In fact, I shall do so myself. Oh, there we go. Junundu Siege. We now have the quest. By using Junundu Siege. Okay. So where do we go now? Oh, the Alkali Pan. Okay, so we've capped it. Now we have to go into the Alkali Pan. Alright. Alright, we'll head up here. Just go, yeah, we still got some time. It didn't take as long as I anticipated. We'll do some more exploration of the Shattered Ravines here. Go see if we can't, one of my questions, I don't remember where the outpost is. Alright. Okay. Let's try out our siege. Nice. Of course, everybody gets the siege now. Oh, we have a quest. We have a quest here. Good about the money. You kidding me? If we go out there, we'll never come back either. Yeah, what he said. When we get back to Rin, I'm going to make sure the two of you never find decent work again. For some reason, I think they don't realize they're already dead. What are you going to do? Write me a bad reference? Ha! That's rich. Good day, stranger. I'm Curator Roros of the Ascalon Athenaeum in Irin. I'm on an expedition to bring back valuable antiquities and artifacts from Elona. But alas, the guide I hired, a man by the name of Cain, ran off the other day and hasn't returned. If you're looking for work, I will pay you to find him for me. I'll find him. You hired a guy who got himself lost? Ha ha. Yeah, that's rich. Alright. The Wayward Guide. Oh, and then Cain offers something too. Excellent. Worms are talking to each other apparently. Okay, interesting. Oh. Oh, is this the... This might be what we're looking for. Or it might not. That doesn't look like an outpost. Yes, alright, let's just go through it. Let's see. Lair of the Forgotten. Ah, okay, it is. Yes, that's right. Lair of the Forgotten. Alright, good. So we've got to the outpost. Perfect. Excellent. The dynastic spirit. So, we were much like you before the dark times. Oh, yeah, Sunspear. That is what they call your people. Yes, we were much like you before the dark times. Before Palawat Joko. Fear the powers rising in the crystal desert. I feel Palawat Joko's fingers in the sand, counting the hours we have left on this world. Yeah, somehow that doesn't surprise me. Somehow that does not surprise me in the slightest. Oh, good. So we got some more quests to pick up here at least. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Bisha Rakishka. This world has circled the heavens countless times since I last gazed upon caring eyes. What brings you here, young one? Forgotten retribution. Morganites have hunted my brethren like animals. No matter how hard we fought back, eventually we fell. They allow me to live, only to mock my suffering. Pay them back for the deaths of my brothers, and I will reward you. Oh, I'll teach them a lesson they won't soon forget. You can bet your bottom dollar about that. And the cold touch of the past. Servants of the fallen one will wander across these lands in search of some way to free their master. Once my people were many, and strong enough to stop them, but now I am one of only a handful who remain. The Morganites draw closer to finding what they seek. If they are not stopped, they will wreak havoc upon this world. One such demon seeks an ancient relic known as the Staff of the Mists. The scepter and its twin, the Scepter of Ore, oh really, interesting, Staff of the Mists and the Scepter of Ore, were created long ago when this desert was still an ocean. The Staff of the Mists contains great power and allows the wielder to bend the fabric of reality. If the Morganites are allowed to possess the scepter, they will be unstoppable. You must find the scepter before they do at all costs. The Staff of the Mists lies buried beneath an altar in the southern regions of the poisonous Badlands, protected by ancient magic. Sounds dangerous and difficult, Amin. Sounds like the heat has boiled your brain. Ah, yeah, so at least another connection to prophecies here. The Scepter of Ore, which of course was destroyed when we fought the Lich in Nuteria. Or was it destroyed? I forget whether Glint might have done something with it then. I don't recall. But now we find a companion in this game, so it's very nice. Merchants. Hero skills. Rare. Scroll trainer. Oh, goodness gracious. What kind of hero skills here? Yeah. Hero skills anyway. This should be the poisonous outcrops. Yes, poisoned outcrops. Which he referred to as the poisonous Badlands, I do believe. So I wonder if that was their original name for that. Poisoned outcrops, or maybe not. Oh wait, this is... Yes, the poisonous Badlands. He did call it. So I wonder if the arena had originally named that Poisonous Badlands and decided to change it to Poisonous Outcrops and never updated his particular dialogue. I never really took note of that before, I don't think. But the sands are so empty. Yes, yes, indeed they are. Alright, that's pretty much everything here. The talons of Abaddon's demonic presence. Tendrils, I guess they're technically called. Okay. Yeah, there's only 2 quests available here. Okay. Poison Outcrops has a couple. Oh, Roras is in there as well. Alright, so we're getting there. We're not too far off. Yeah, there's somebody in the Sulfurous Wastes. I've got to go back there and get some quests in there somewhere. I gotta find out where he is so I'm not running around aimlessly. Meantime, let's head out here, do a little bit more exploration while we got some time. Another 15 minutes or so, I think. The Lair of the Forgotten. We're in the Shattered Ravines. Of course, now we don't have our bonus for Morganites. Oh god, all those interrupts, eh? Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. We got more insects to squish. And we got some chitinous fragments to pick up here. Alright, let's go worm ourselves. As soon as we fight these guys. At least they were relatively squishiest. Did everybody get eaten? I think everybody got swallowed up there. Run down here to clear more of this. Very, very bright and yellowy here. Very glowy it is. Oh, I think this is another desert worm, isn't it? Yeah. guys up on the cliff. Especially if there's spellcasters in there. Oh, we got him. Alright. That takes care of it. Thank you very much. Marley. Being a doodle again, you are, Marley. Morganites. And of course, we don't have the Lightbringer bounty for them because we went into the outpost. No, it's. I mean, I like the concept of the bounties, but unfortunately, I've probably mentioned this before in other episodes. Unfortunately, it could be a bit of a pain in the butt the way they are stationed, that kind of stuff. Essentially to get to one, well, let's just say to get to the one that offers Morganite bounties, you have to kill, 50 groups of Morganites. So you're killing these Morganites, you're not getting any of the bonus for it. You get there, you get the bounty, and, after that, the zone's pretty much empty of Morganites. Doesn't really seem to make too much sense to me. And of course, both Nightfall and Eye of the North have bounties of this nature, and it's, after you initially explore a zone, obviously you'll find out where each of the bounties are, what they're for, and then, essentially what you're doing is like, next time you have to go out to that zone, well, it's like, okay, let me plan this out. So you have to plan this, okay, we'll go there, we'll try to avoid all this fighting here by going this direction. And, you're just wasting time trying to get to a bounty to get, a few bonus points or something. And sometimes it's, it turns out to be more annoying than it is worth the reward. So you're like, at that point, well, why even bother at that point? Why even bother? There's two groups here. Should we try to thread the needle? Let's see. Are they still going? Yes, they're still going that direction. I need to get back over this way so we can fight. Alright, they're undead there. So we shall fight them. Killing me here. Killing me. Get him down before he reses somebody. There we go. Good nights, of course. Oh, kidding me. Another gold. Nice. The head is awakened. Now the head is dead. Ha 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 ha. Alright. I don't think there's any other outposts. This is another portal here to a different zone. Take that, you evil, bad undead. Yeah, because this leads out. I think this leads out to the alkali pan as well. Wait, really too bad. We got pretty much almost all the Shattered Ravines explored. We just got to go up through this way. We get to a little bit of the center there. That's pretty much the whole kit and caboodle. Where'd we come out? We came out here, so all this is certainly done. Alright, let's go get these guys. Oh, that was aggroing more than I really wanted to, but alright. Like here, we killed the Morganite groups, and now we get the Morganite bounty. Exactly what I was talking about. Oh, this where does this go again? The alkali pan, yeah. So that does take us out to the alkali pan. Oh, I didn't even see the chesty. Ooh, another gold. And our lockpicks haven't been breaking all that much. How many do we have left? Yeah, I think only one lockpick broke so far. Need those gold items to identify. We got a long ways to go on that title track. Long ways to go. I think some of these title tracks I don't even have a hope of completing before the servers are shut down. 10 years, I still haven't completed them. Probably won't complete them for another 10 years. Loop around, up around there, cross over the bridge, get the center done. I think we'll be in good shape. You know what, we can even take the worm. Come to think of it, the worm will take us right across. A little bit of a shortcut there. Okay. Okay. Thank you. You need more, right? Okay, I'll get you more in just a minute. Oh, we're still... Come on, come on, come on. Taking a long time to get this. Finally. Could get in the worms. Now that way we don't have to backtrack too much. Where'd everybody get up and there we go. I'm not doing anything, Abigail. Are you done eating yet? You want more mac and cheese? Okay, I'll get you more juice and mac and cheese in just a minute. I'm almost done here. Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I am almost done this episode. Yep, I'm doing a video. It's called Guild Wars. It's not that game. I won't be doing that game until Saturday.
Are there rides on that?
No, there's no rides on this game.
Oh, then what's on that game?
It's just things to fight, that's all.
Oh, it's so pretty big.
Yeah. Up a bit here and use siege on them. Let's collect our coinage that somehow these earthen golems are just carrying around in some sort of pocket or something. So just this little bit to clear out here. Very nice. I think what I may do is just do a tunnel. See if I can speed rush it, but yeah, from the looks of it, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. Looks like we got something out here too. Oh, you know, it's probably that guy. Of course. Well, at least my other worms took care of that. Nothing, Abigail, nothing. Or she's already down. She's sleeping, so leave her alone. You're Maleficent now. Sounds like you're the meanie one, not Daddy, if you're Maleficent. Oh, you're Maleficent's nice, haha. So you're actually the Maleficent in the quote unquote remake of Sleeping Beauty, which is really nothing about the original cartoon version whatsoever. Because God forbid you give a backstory on a really nasty villain and keep her as a villain. Oh no, she's actually the good guy in the story. No, sorry. I mean, good movie. You know, I haven't seen. I've only caught parts of it. But, you know, from my understanding, very good movie. You know, on a whole. But I mean, if you like the story of Sleeping Beauty, yeah, Maleficent is not really on par with, I guess, that. Of course, you know. Of course, we all know the reasons why they changed it and did what they did, you know, political correctness and all that 21st century garbage. Sometimes a prince is just a prince and a princess can just be a princess. Sometimes that's all you need to know. Myrish the slave, you have nothing for us, huh? Nothing? King Janus was a cruel tyrant. Ah, yes, Janus. Now, he does offer a quest. I don't know where he's at. He may be up around this end, I think. Those groups of green dots. So we will have to come back here for this quest anyway. I'm not going to do the quest now. I just want to get the exploration done. Oh yeah, there they are up there. Okay. That's right, he's up on top there. So we'll go up to the corner of this little part of the plateau here and we'll be good. Shattered Ravines will actually be completely explored, which I did not quite expect to be able to get through all the Shattered Ravines, but yeah, we got that at least all explored. We do have the quests to do, which aren't a big deal. I'm not doing anything. Alright, there we go. So thank you for joining me for this episode, everyone. Until next time, it's BJ Waller saying, until next time. Yes, it's BJ Waller saying, until next time. I will see you in game.
I will see you in game.
Thanks, everyone.